Okay? What do I mean by air gap? Anybody know what that means? What? Come on, who's not freaking watch Mr. Robot? Come on. What's an air gap machine? Air gap. Air gap. Means you're not on the network, right? You're not on the internet. You have no internet connectivity. You're isolated. All right? So you want to have your machine isolated to where you're not on the network. Not that big of a deal for the activities in this class, but for those of you who ever go out in the real world, and especially if you are working in malware reverse engineering, huge deal. Huge, huge deal. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is start up Windows Workstation. Okay, I've jumped ahead with this. Now, depending on what version of Kali you downloaded and started and got working, is going to depend on what's installed on it. Okay, so if you got the full-blown ISO, you're still probably going to have to go through these steps because OpenBOS, although it is in the source repositories for Kali, it's not inherently installed through the ISO. All right. Now, OpenBOS is one of those. That's not the wrong damn thing. Yeah. Ah. All right. Now, to do this and set up OpenBOS, I'm going to tell you to do something a little bit different. In order for you to do the apt-get and to install software, the Kali Linux box needs to be on the internet. So I'm going to come here to the network adapter, and I'm going to change it to that. Okay? I'm going to change it to that, and then I'm going to boot it. So that way, Kali Linux can actually get on the internet, it can find its sources, it can download software, it can do updates, and do all that good stuff. Alright, so from here, I want to open up the terminal. And this is where I would do all of those steps from the homework. This is where I would do apt-get install OpenBOS. Once that completes, install OpenBOS by the OpenBOS-setup command. Alright, go grab lunch. See the new Star Wars movie, maybe take in a Laker game. It takes a while, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. All right? This homework is actually going to take you a little bit of time. All right? So once it installs and that setup finishes, at the very end, it's going to give you a password. You need to copy that password and put it in a leaf pad, a notepad, something. Don't lose it. Don't forget it. Don't get rid of it. Okay, because that's what you're going to use to log into the UI for OpenBOS. Okay, it's called it's called Greenbone. Yeah.
I tried it yesterday, and at the end it said OpenBOS seems to be okay, and everything seems to be okay.
Did you previously install it?
Yes, I did install that.
The setup.
Setup.
Okay.
And I did check setup. I said that everything seems to be okay.
That's fine. That's great. But in the setup, it gives you a password.
You have to go through
And you must have missed it. It's there.
You have to do the setup again now.
You probably do, because it will change. And it's a long, long, long password. It's huge. So yeah, you probably have to do the setup again.
But I still can't get the web again. When I try to go to the web.
I'll go over that. Maybe you're just missing a small little detail. Okay? I think I might know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay? So, once you get all of that done, you need to run Zinmap, Nmap, and scan your host OS. Find the IP of your host address. So, and you can do this while Kali is installing OpenBox, which is perfectly fine. Once OpenBox is set up and running, if you've done that OpenBox setup, it may or may not actually have its services running. Okay, so if you rebooted, you may have to initialize the OpenBox services with the command openbox-start. Okay? So once it's installed, once you grab that password, that's the command to start it. For a second, it should return back to the command prompt. Bingo. I like it when it all goes up. It's like it's scripted or something. It's like I've done this before. Okay? So now OpenBox is all set and ready. So to get into OpenBox, open up a browser. Okay? And you can go to localhost :9392, I believe. HTTPS. Good. So you got to make sure you put the correct port in there. That might be where you went wrong. :9392. You did. All right. So did you start the OpenBox services first? Did you start the OpenBox services?
So for all of us, it's going to be 9392.
Should be.
It's should be the same point.
Oh wow, that's kind of weird. There we go. Going slow. So the username is admin, and then you would put that long password in there. But I've already set up another user. I'm going to use it. All right. So once you've logged in with admin for the first time, what I highly recommend you do is you go and you replace that password with something that's a little bit easier to remember. How you do that is you go to administration and users. Okay? You find that user, which in this case is admin, and then a little wrench, that's it, edit the user, and then you go in there and you type in the new password. Select the new password radio button, type it in. Okay. And then you click the save button. Don't forget to click the save button. That'll change the password of your admin user. That way you don't have to remember that long, silly password ever again. Okay? I don't think there's any password complexity rules on Greenbone, so don't worry about that. You can make it like ABC123. Doesn't matter. Okay? It's something that you're going to remember. Or cache it in your browser. That's fine. Alright, so from here, we want to find our local IP. Now, if you stay on NAT, that's okay, because if you're just scanning your local system, no big deal. Okay? If you want to go back and move Kali back to the host network, that's okay. You can do that too. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, doesn't matter. For simplicity's sake, so I don't have to reboot, I'm just going to stay on the NAT network. Okay? So what I need to do in Kali is I need to find my gateway address. So go back to my terminal. I'm going to type route. Oh my god, I don't have a gateway address. Well, that sucks. Oh, that's right, I got to do DH clients. I never got an IP. There we go. Bingo. So now I've got an IP, I'll up arrow twice, and now I'll find my gateway. Alright. So I'm on the 192.168.226 network. Alright. Typically, it's going to be .1. If I ping .1, There we go. I'm good. Now, where's the wires? The reason I can ping .1 is because on my host operating system, I'm living dangerously. All my firewalls drop. Okay? Alright, so I have no protection. Okay? That's okay. I got a burner laptop, I can get away with it. So now I can go back to Greenbone and I can start my scan. How I start my scan? I need to set up two things. I need to set up a target and I need to set up a job. Okay? My target is the target I'm scanning and my job is the actual scan itself. So, go up there to configuration. And I'm going to look for, yeah, configuration target. Alright. And as you can see, I don't have my target in here. I don't have 226.1, which is my host machine. So I need to make it. How I do that is I come over here to the little star, new target. Click on it. Oh. Oh, maybe it's over here. I'm sorry. There we go. And I can name it. And I just name it host. Here, I'm going to put the IP address in, 192.168.226.1. Double check that real quick. Yes, 226.1. Okay, and then I'm going to set up the parameters. What port lists do I want to scan? What's my scan configuration? So I'm just going to go ahead and select I'll just do the first one. And that's it. Click create. Now that I have my target, I can now make my job, all right, or my task, I should say. We'll go to scans, task. Wrap the task in here. I'm going to make a new task. Same way that I made a new host. Go to the star, click it, and I'm just going to call it host scan. Okay? I gotta find my target. So my target was host. Okay, there's all other parameters. I could set this up on a routine schedule if I was running this on a server, for example. But I'm doing a one-time scan, so it's not that big of a deal. My scan config, I have full and fast ultimate, full and very deep. Now, depending on which one you pick, is how detailed the scan is going to be. For the purposes of this homework, just go with full and fast. It'll be quicker. It's still going to take a while. But it'll be fast. Now, why it takes so long is dependent upon how much processing power you gave the Kali Linux box, how much RAM you gave it, what your host machine's running at, what you're running in the background. A lot of those different variables are going to depend on how long it's going to take. I've seen this take, 20, 30 minutes. I've seen it take 8, 9 hours. So, set it up. Now, if you're running a laptop, you want to do it overnight while you sleep, that's good. Make sure your laptop doesn't go to sleep. Make sure you plug the power into it. Okay? It can take a while.
Did we give you that estimate of time?
Nope. I get that question a lot too. So once that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and click create. Alright, so now that my task is made, and I have my target in my task, I can now go back to my dashboard. Okay? And I see that I have a new task that I haven't ran. So I will go to scans and then back to task. I can find that task and I can manually run it. Here it says new. All I gotta do is hit the play button. And let it run. Hopefully that stop task won't get in the way. Okay? So while that's running, we'll go ahead and do the second part of the homework. So we'll just minimize this. Second part of the homework is like stupid easy. You need to run a Zin map or InMap scan. I don't care which one you do. All right. And all I'm looking for is a screenshot that it ran and completed. Okay. How I know it ran and completed. You're going to give me that screenshot with the OS on the left-hand side. And let me show you how that works. So I'm going to come up here to Applications, Information Gathering, ZenMap, UI, simple. I'm going to put the IP address of my target in here, 226.1. I'm just going to default to the intent scan, that's fine, and click scan. Okay, and at this point in time, get a cup of coffee, check the NFL score, I don't know. Whatever makes you happy, right? Watch the last episode of Game of Thrones. Oh wait, that one's not running right now. Watch the last episode of Mr. Robot. I don't know. Whatever. I haven't watched TV in forever. I don't even know what's good on anymore. So that'll take a little bit of time. As you can see, it's finding open ports, which is good. Should. Okay? And it'll complete. And you can tab back and forth to OpenBoss. And you can see OpenBoss already starts at 1%. Now don't get all crazy, because it'll stay at 1% for a while. Alright? I'm letting you know now. Alright? In an hour or so, when it gets to 2%, we know we're making progress. Okay? I'm not lying to you guys. Alright? But in all seriousness, it goes from like 2% to 16% to 40% to done. Okay? So once that's done, you can see here I have another target. I'm going to go to this because it's already done. So once it's all done, it'll actually say done. And then you can go into the reports from here. Just click on the report that actually shows over here. Okay, and then just go into said report. Alright. And then up here on the left-hand side, you see where it says anonymous XML. This is your download format. Find and select PDF. Okay? Download that. Bring it up in Kali. If you don't have PDF running in Kali, that's fine. Guess what? If you install VM tools, you can grab it right out of Kali and put it on your desktop. Open up that PDF and a screenshot. Because guess what that PDF has on its front page? The date. The date. Oh, man, we can't cheat on this. You suck. No, you can't. No, you can't. Come on, guys. I used to sit in these seats. Please. I know all the tricks. I stay current. Okay? So, but this is kind of like what it's going to look like. But I want that PDF. I want to see that PDF. And actually, this is kind of what your first target looks like. All right? In a real world situation, you never want to see this.
Wow.
You never want to see this. Right? So for those of you who pull up Lab 1 and you're going through your Windows target and you're... Did I hand out? I did not hand out Windows target here. Okay. Not losing my entire mind. That's good. All right, so I guess I need to start this
We have the table.
Okay. So it says CIS target 1 final. Get the one that says final. All right. And as you share it, if anybody from my Monday, Wednesday class, if you have it to share, please start sharing it around. Please, please, please. Okay, I want everybody to get that target tonight.
I'll put it in my phone.
Yeah.
Swap it. CIS target final.
Wireless adapter. Why are you trying to connect it to a wireless adapter? Did you open the terminal and start the OpenBOS service?
I'll wait until I only have one use. And that's one use.
OpenBOS-start. I would really highly recommend you get VM tools so you don't have to squint your eyes. That's
Yeah.
my problem.
So you wanted the target one, right? That's final.
Final, yes, that's correct.
I want to make sure I don't pass it on the wrong one. I'm at. Oh no. Let me get it. There's a couple here. Sam, is this Q3? Or is it? That's for faster than me.